Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute, but tonight I got another unboxing and review video. Right now we're gonna be doing the Saturn CB290G. I'm guessing the G stands for the gray color. I got this boat from Boats to Go. I believe it was $500 and $100 shipping and $30 tax. Puts it around $636 or something like that. And I'm gonna be pairing it with this 3.5 horsepower Mercury. It's a 4-stroke. I'm not doing a review on this tonight at least, so stay tuned. I'll do another video strictly on the motor. Without further ado, let's grab the scissors very carefully without cutting the raft. Take the tape off. We have 2 bench seats, a set of oars, a hand pump to pump it up, and this orange container which has, looks like this is the repair kit, so that's gonna be good to have. Paperwork, take that to the DMV tomorrow. Looks like this is the drain. The tube. I'm 5'7" for comparison, so this is probably what? Yeah, I don't know, 3.5 feet, not much. There it is next to the 3.5 horsepower Mercury. This is a short shaft, so 15-inch shaft, just for a little comparison. And now, oh, is this a case? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it looks like it comes in a carry kit or a storage case. Like that. Just wear it like a backpack. Take it to wherever you gotta go and pump it up. Me, I'm gonna leave it pumped up and I'm just gonna throw it in the back of the truck. Looks like double D-ring. You just kinda loop it through and then slide it back and pull it tight. Bam. 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 Look at that. Let me move the motor out of the way. Now it just unrolls. Looks like this is anchor rope. Oh, this is gonna be a perfect size. I think this is a 9.6 or 9.8. Don't quote me on it, I'll put it in the description. Oh yeah. Now to zoom you guys out a little bit. Alright. It's like when you're a kid and you bought your little, what used to be $20 inflatable raft from Walmart that kept leaking air. It's like the big boy version of it. It's grab string all the way around it. Transom's nice. It's gonna be good. Now this is the model that has an inflatable floor. This is saying 6 horsepower max, or sorry, 8 horsepower max, which is 6 kilowatts. I'm running 3.5 just because I want lighter weight. And 272 kilograms times 2.2, like 544 plus another 20. I don't know, call it 560 pounds, 600 pounds, something like that. So not bad. Without further ado, I'm gonna pump these up. I'll start with the left and the right and the front and then the floor. Just enough to get their shape. I'm not gonna pump them up to max because I don't wanna blow out the internal walls, the internal dividers inside the tubes. So the pump itself looks like the valve screws on right here, or the hose screws on right here. And then on the valve side, it looks like it has a little twist lock, so you push it in and twist it and it'll stay in so it doesn't slip out. So that's good. So something like this. Make sure it's unlocked. So in left, and then I'll push in. And that should unlock the valve as well, which it does. From what I can see, the pump works. works pretty dang quick. I have an electric one too, but I want to see how this works. I'm sure if you're at home or you're on the road, you're probably just going to use whatever it comes with. It's good enough for now. Now I'll do the next section and so on and so forth. Based off how that looked, I'm guessing it's going to be at 10-15 minutes with a hand pump, but I'll let you know. You can kind of hear the pitch change when you get to it. But, I mean, you're not killing this thing. It's 3.6 psi, which isn't much, but when you're done, you just lock these. And that's it. So, floor feels nice and firm, the wall feels good, front feels good, other side feels good. The transom is nice and sturdy. So this is it. If you're not gonna put seats in it, if you wanna put the seats in it, which I'm about to, that's what these are for. To be honest with you, I forgot to do it, but before you pump them up to full capacity, you'd want to take your seats, put them on, which these are actually really nice because these look like plastic arms, aluminum seats, so not much there to corrode. And you just hook one side. So hook one side, pull the other side. Close. Hook it in. Try the other one. Do the same thing. These are actually pretty heavy duty. This is nice. You can run with the seats. You can run without the seats and sit on the sides. But I mean, I can see 4 people fitting in this thing comfortably if you're gonna go out with your boys or girls or whoever and mess around. You just, each one sits on the corner, half your butt cheek on the tube, half here. Give you a little tour around this thing. So again, this is raised, it's kind of really nice, feels good, nice and soft to the touch. Got the rub strike all the way around it, which is good. Your grab lines, 2 on each side. So when you're at Boca Bash or something and everybody's asking you for a ride or half drowning, they can grab on and, you know, hold on, catch your breath and keep going. This is for the oars right here. D-ring here, there, D-rings in the front. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the D-rings you could possibly want, which is nice. The transom, nice and firm. I don't see any flex, any play in this by any means. Carry handles right here on the back. Those feel nice and thick. Then on the front, we have our anchor line or our tow line as well. And it looks like this doubles as a carry handle as well on this side. And the rope that they give us for the anchor line. So that's nice to have. This, they didn't advertise this, but I believe these are fishing pole holders. You just put the butt end of the rods here so you can have 2 fishing poles sticking straight up, which is very nice to have because I'm gonna use this thing for fishing. Now let's flip this over. I'll show you the bottom. This is the base model again. So I'm not gonna have the extra rub protection or strike protection here like you would on the dinghies or the fishing models, which is fine because it keeps it light. The way I'd carry this one, throw it up on its side. This is if you're by yourself, you don't feel like using wheels, which I don't feel like adding a bunch of stuff to this. Stick it on your corner. And that's it, just walk with it. It's pretty light. I don't think this is too bad, but drop it off in the water, come back with the motor. Now for this floor. So it just looks like it's an insert. So if you deflate the floor, you see it better here. where the drain is. It's the one-way check valve for the water. The whole thing lifts up. So you can take it out, put a pool noodle down the middle. I believe it has Velcro straps as well underneath. But this is it. I'm gonna stick the oars on too, see how those work. But for 6 minutes, and I kind of stopped for a minute, that's pretty quick for a hand pump. And I'm sure you already heard it a million times. It's not glued together, it's heat welded together. So they take the two pieces of plastic, they put them on top of each other, apply heat, and they just kind of melt the plastic together. So it's a little more reliable compared to gluing it. And just so you guys know, this isn't a sponsored video. Nobody bought this. I bought this with my own money. So this is just honest unboxing review. Tell you what I think. And then I'll do a lot more videos when I actually have this thing out on the water with that Mercury, which I'll do another video on the Mercury as well. And we'll see how it goes. But and so far, initial review for the price, this thing's pretty damn good. I used to do some whitewater rafting. We had the big 6-person rafts. Those felt a lot thicker, but to be honest, this doesn't feel too far behind in quality. It definitely feels nice and tight. So I'm guessing with these, probably go forward. Something like this. Just kind of bent down out of the box, but stick those in there to retake the shape. Cool. I'm actually excited to get this thing out on the water. But that's it. So that's the total setup. I mean, all in all, this was 15-20 minutes unboxing and everything, but actually pumping this thing up with the hand pump that they provide and getting it going didn't take long at all. Sub 10 minutes. And this is the first time I've done it with you guys. So this thing's great. Use it, get to your boat. I'm gonna use it to get to my boat, pick up people. If I don't feel like dragging the whole boat out to the ocean, I can just launch this thing with the little motor. I'll give you a little sneak peek on that motor. See what it looks like on the Trans Am. Oh yeah, there it is. So that's with a 3.5 on it, just for scale. But anyways, I'll do another review on the water and actually let you know how this thing handles, how fast I can get it. I'll do another review on this motor as well, and I'll kind of do a 2-for-1 video on the water with both of them. So if you guys are curious, this is it. So all in all, not a bad price. Overall impressed. We'll see how this thing holds up for air. I'm gonna go to work for about 3 days, and I'll leave it out in the living room while I'm gone just to kind of get the wrinkles out and see if everything's good. And that's it. Go register this thing and we'll have some fun. So I'll see you guys in about a week. I'll let you know how this goes. Again, this is the review on the Saturn CB290G, which is gray. I hope this video helps. If you guys have any questions, you want me to show you something else on this thing, comment down below. I'm gonna do, probably wanna do the water test. I'll try it with flat bottom, and I'll bring a little pool noodle and a broomstick or something inside of it to keep it rigid, and I'll install it with the V, and I'll see the difference in handling the way it is. Flat bottom and with the V-hull. So, like, comment, subscribe. I hope this video helped. See you guys next time. Take care.